My literal fourth game ever on chess.com, like over 25,000 games later. My fourth game ever on chess.com highly resembles another rapid game I played just a few weeks ago, but I had different colors. Like they're identical games, almost identical, but the colors are flipped. It's the same game that I played as white, that I played as black, 10 games apart. This is the one that I played 10 years ago. With the white pieces, I have 1400. Scored 96.8 accuracy at 1400. Like, I'm impressed with myself. Anyways, e4, e5. This is a short game. It's 12 moves. Both of them are very short. So d6, bishop c4. Going on the Philidor, I should have played like d4 to punish the Philidor. But anyways, we're just going to go for a normal Italian development. First time I see this, by the way. Rook e1, bishop e7, h3. Getting that bishop out of there. Get out of here. They take on f3, queen takes. Nice opportunity. Castles and now d3. I like my position overall. Opening up the avenue for my bishop. h6 and now queen g3. Little threat. Knight h5. Getting my queen out of there. I was really threatening bishop takes h6 and checkmate with some really good stuff. Like this pins the g-pawn. It was not bad, not bad. And now... Queen g6. A little bit of dirty. A little bit of dirt from 10-year-old, 11-year-old Zach. A little bit of dirt. And here we're threatening the knight and still threatening bishop takes h6 with some mate threats. The knight goes back and now I play bishop takes h6. And both my pieces are fine on g6 and h6 because both of them are pinned. This bishop is pinned by this queen, and this queen can't be attacked because it's pinned by this bishop. Crazy stuff. So this is a hype game. My opponent didn't know what to do, and I checkmated in 12 moves, 13 moves. And my next game ended in 12 moves, and I played it almost exactly. It's almost the exact same thing with the black pieces. Crazy. GG. Thank you, Adam. What's up? Okay, we're doing this again. Schliemann's. I'm taking this person's rating for real, for real. It's love the YouTube shorts. Thank you so much, Rainy Devil. I appreciate it. What's up, John Ludwig Nail? Random adoption match. No, not yet, not yet. Not yet anyways. But yeah. 3-0 is good. It's a good feeling. Especially I lost 4-1 to another guy before. Okay, so bishop c5, this is theory after castles. They're probably going to try something new, given that last time was not that good. If they go again for this plan, yeah, they didn't like my bishop here. That's a fact. But bishop here in this line is not that good anyways. There's bishop e2. I don't think they ever thought of it though. So they ever thought to play it? I don't. Okay, I like this. It's kind of a 2-move plan. It's pretty solid. On knight d5, I would take, because obviously I'm letting go of this defense here. Little details like that. Que me llamo Diego. Thank you so much for the follow. Most likely your name is Diego, I would say. Okay, queen g6. I'm in love. No, I'm not in love. There's knight here. Oh, there could be some very fire things. Very fire things, you guys. Rainy Devil, thank you so much for the follow. I'm very appreciative of your supports on YouTube as well. Okay. Let me think here. Queen g6. And on knight h4, there's some goodies, which I will not disclose unless they play it. But here, just as a general threat, we're threatening this. Emil, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're doing well, Adam. Thank you so much for the sub, Nani X Red. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a marvelous day. Nani. Okay, I'm gonna guess that you're from Portugal because you like Nani. Okay, some goodies that I was talking about on knight h4. We have queen g3. This is a common tactical device, actually. So here this pawn is pinned, right? Bishop and queen inflicting some damage on f2. And it's kind of a fork because we are attacking this knight. So this is looking pretty slicey. Plus, we're threatening this on top of everything. From Turkey, there you go. He played here. Oh, that's right. I want to say Galatasaray. It was not Besiktas. It was probably Galatasaray. Was it though? Nani was fire in Portugal. Playing in the Portuguese league, he tore it apart. And this is a win. Yeah. Before the tips, I thought I would explain this combination that led me to the win, as I did not explain it during the stream. So this is basically a fork. Here we are attacking f2 and this knight on h4. This pawn cannot take my queen because it is pinned by my bishop to their king. And so let's say you decide to save your knight. Here with knight f3, we have queen takes f2 check. Better than that though, we even have bishop takes h3, threatening checkmate on g2, and now white can defend, very clutch, bishop f1, and here we have queen takes f2 check, king h1, and now knight g4. And this what basically does, it opens the lane for the rook to sacrifice on this knight, and then to lay checkmate here on g1. And if you want to save this g1 square, well, bad news for you, it's checkmate on g2. And the more friendlier of options, if you want to save the pawn, which is not really a pawn, it's more than a pawn, here we would win a full piece in this knight and just continue the game with a full piece of material. At this level, it is very decisive to have a full knight up. In this game, I scored a 99-7. So here are my two short tips, as it was a 12 move, very short game. That went by fast. Okay, so tip number one, this is the best example of a game in which you take up the center, develop your minor pieces, castle quick, and start your plan immediately. And I executed this perfectly in 12 moves, and I won in 12 moves. Do this in game, your games will be so much more organized, and your pieces will be so thankful to you. So just do it. And finally, piece of advice number two is when calculating lines, when calculating on your opponent's time, because you do that now, don't calculate in whens. When they'll do this, when they do this, when they do this. Calculate in ifs. If they do this, I do this. In the game, you see me not talk about knight h4, queen g3, even though I had seen it. The reason is I keep my eyes open to the rest of the possibilities of my opponent's moves and don't expect them to do mistakes. If you always expect your opponent to make mistakes, you will make sloppy moves. Play each opponent as if they are the best player out there. I told you, this is a force of nature. If you enjoyed the tips, I have a video, a 4-hour instructive video for you with 82 tips you can learn from my games, so experiential learning. Make sure you watch that after this if you want. Let's compare these two games. So, the one I played 10 years ago, I had the white pieces in, and here I have this bishop pin here, this queen on g6, and this bishop coming along on h6. My king is castled kingside. I have a rook on e1 that's activated, and I have a pretty normal Italian pawn structure. As well, I have this knight and bishop here on c4, and this rook has not moved yet. This game ended in 13 moves, only because I had this and this played extra. But really, this position was achieved in the same amount of moves as this position here. Crazy. Let's move on to this position. This position was played 3 weeks ago. I have the same bishop and knight here. My queen is on g3 at the end of this position here. The knight is also on h4 as in the last game. The king though is on h8. I'm missing a pawn on the f-file. I traded it off for their d pawn that is not present as well. I have a bishop on c8 as they did on c1. I have a rook that's passive as well on a8. It's very similar games. Some little icks that make the differentiation, but I found it really cool that I found a way to beat a 1200 and a almost 2200. My God, 10 years difference and 1,000 rating points difference. crazy. Have a nice day. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.